Hello. We got into a Stormblood extreme fight. The Jade Stoa extreme.
It begins. Receive what we find. Children of man and planet.
This fight wasn't particularly too difficult to prog through. I think this is actually just, we went in and we got a clear. It's pretty similar to the normal version of the fight. And I think we just kind of talk for a bit. Okay, so here we're setting up stack parties. Light parties for the stack, and so we have 4 people over here and 4 over here. Ideally you usually have, like, you know, 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS, kind of like that. But for this particular fight it didn't matter too much to do it like that, but usually that's how you would handle it. 1 tank here, 1 tank here, 1 healer here, 1 healer here, and then the DPS spread out. Usually it would be 1 melee in each and then 1 range in each, but I mean it really depends on how your party's configured. Okay, but for this particular fight, as long as you have 4 people in each light party, then it works out. A light party is 4 people and a full party is 8 people. Okay, so let's go. I'm not sure why they marked all these things. It's not super necessary, but somebody did. So then, oh, we have some way markers that are set up for some baited AoEs. Should just help out the party, so people will spread out for that. And yeah, let's go. Main tank's gonna turn the boss forward. Okay. Storm Pulse. It's a big raid wide. Heavenly Strike is gonna be a tank buster, so mitigate for that. Also make sure you're not standing up there with a tank. State of Shock. Okay, so Byakko will target 1 person. For this instance it happens to be the main tank. The pet is gonna grab the person in its mouth, and they're gonna be fettered, and so they won't be able to do anything. And there's gonna be a stack marker somewhere, and we have this long of the cast to go stack there. This is what we did the light parties for, and so for the first time this happens, we will have the first light party go there, and then the second time it happens we'll have the other party go there to the other one. The reason why we're splitting it up is because if you get hit with the stack thingy, you get a physical vulnerability up, and so that means you can't stack again or else you're gonna die. So high stakes here is the hit of the thing. Was this minimum eye level? Yeah, we did minimum eye level. Okay. Alright. So then Byakko turns around, you're mine, and then picks up another person, so they're getting stunned and fettered. Alright. Oh yeah, okay, so it looks like it's the other tank. And then it happens to be that the stack marker is in the same spot, and so we are gonna get out of there. Okay. I've done it before in other runs where the stack marker happened to be over here in this spot, and so I think it can move around to different places, so you have to just watch out for it. And so if you're standing there, if you were hit the first time and then the stack marker is at the same place, then you gotta get out of the way so you don't get hit again and die. Okay, this is the second one, and so the second group is going to go into the stack spot now and soak some damage there. Ooh, AG died. Okay, see, so AG got hit with the first one already, and so they had full house, right? But they ended up staying there, and because they stayed there and they had the physical vulnerability up, they ended up getting hit again. Oh, you know what? That's probably what they did the thing for. All the people with the same markers are for the first stack, and then they had the other party all have this one. Yeah, I think they did it like that to help coordinate things. But as you can see here, when we went into this stack, we had the plus sign with us, and so yeah, they ended up with that. Okay, so that's why we split it up, so we don't have someone extra dying. If nobody is stacking there, then the person who was fettered was in the mouth of the thingy will end up taking all of the damage, and they'll probably die. Oh geez, I was main tank for a bit. Okay. Unrelenting anguish. Roar, wrath, rage. So here, there's this little animation thingy, and then we got these orbs going out. It's gonna just like move outwards from the hitbox. So you wanna try to avoid getting hit with any of those. Okay, and then we have like some various raid wides and things like that. This is what it looks like if you get hit with a bubble, and you get this debuff. And let's see, what does this debuff do? Players must avoid the thing. Oh wait, no, never mind. This isn't from when you touch the orb. This is something else. Ominous wind, a debuff that would explode if 2 or more players with the debuff move close to each other. Okay. So if you're in this bubble, LC, they have one. CK. Where's CK? Maybe this one? And then OE is somewhere else over here. So you don't want to get close to somebody else who has that, it seems like. Alright. And then we have this AoE right here. This fire and lightning. Oh wait, never mind. It's not like that. It's this whole AoE. So the boss will turn and target one person. This is the raid book, by the way. We'll turn, target a random person, and then do a large line AoE. Okay, so you want to get out of that. And then, oh yeah, here, see? These people who are in the bubble, I'll make sure that they're not standing close to each other. And it seems like if they touch, then they will blow up. Okay, and as you can see, like, the orbs are rotating ever so slightly, you know? So you kind of just gotta rotate with it. Okay, so here we got 2 people with a target marker. Okay, and to the people with a target marker, they got stuff that's dropping. So you want to bait those. It will keep following you, okay? So you bait those off to the side and stuff, ideally. Now, while that's happening, we have the pet out, so we can attack the pet. Storm Pulse is the raid wide. Oh wait, hang on, I'm seeing the chat right now. Yeah, I was like, wait, why is that? Why am I main tank? And then actually in the chat, the tank was like, wait, how did you get aggro? And I was like, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, so we're baiting these things on the side, right? Ideally. And if they're kind of like in the middle, it's fine. You just make sure you don't stand in them. And then Storm Pulse is the raid wide. And we're attacking. There's the boss and the pet ad. Ideally, you don't want to stand in the front, so you don't get hit with any of the cleaves. Oh, okay. See the cat did some swipes, and then here Heavenly Strike we got Tank Buster. Oh, I smirked. Okay, I'm getting distracted. We have a flare marker here, so we want to take the flare marker away. Everyone else stay away from the flare marker. So ideally the flare marker will go off to the side, and then the boss will do this distant clap thingy, which is an AoE. Sorry, not an AoE, a donut AoE. So you want to go inside the hitbox. If you move the boss further away, like if the boss was over here, it'd probably be a little bit more ideal, so we're further away from the flare marker, but I think we end up okay with it here, because sometimes it can be kind of hard to run all the way over there. But let's see. Okay, so yeah, we did take a significant amount of damage. The cat jumped over here and landed on that person, so we did take some damage here. But it wasn't too bad. We had a lot of like tank mitigation and healing and stuff like that, and so it was fine. But yeah, for this part, when you see the flare marker out, flare marker definitely wants to run away. Everyone else runs towards the boss, so you can go into the donut hitbox, so you don't get hit with this other stuff. Okay. After that, though, immediately we got this like line AoE coming from the cat. And so you want to get out of the way pretty quickly. Also, I see this pretty big. Also, that's why it's important to drop those circle AoEs. These circle AoEs, like more on the sides of this stage. So when people are running around dodging all this stuff, you don't get caught in it. Okay. So the lion AoE goes off, and then we have a raid wide, the storm pulse thingy. Okay, Roar of Thunder is a slow cast. That's kind of like an Enraged. But we got these little orbs on the side. From what I understand, it doesn't really matter that much to grab the orbs. But let's see, okay, let's read this thing. Forms large orbs at the outer edge of the arena that will slowly move towards the center. They collide with the white tiger, it will be healed. Okay. Seeing as it is charging up an AoE attack based on its total health, agree with much. Run through these orbs to pop them before they reach the center. Okay. So the cat, sorry, the white tiger. Sorry. The white tiger is going to do this raid wide, and the amount that it hits will be based on how much health it has. So it seems like if this orb touches the white tiger, then it will gain more health, and therefore we will be attacked even more. Like, we'll be hit with more damage. Before Shadowbringers, popping the orb used to steal TP from the player. Due to healers having no use for TP at the time, the normal strategy was to have either or both healers pop all the orbs themselves. However, TP no longer exists. The orbs now inflict a debuff, reducing physical damage dealt for a few seconds, so the strategy still applies. Okay. So that's just like a tidbit of stuff that happened like on content, basically. Yeah, that's fine. So you get a little bit of a damage down if you take an orb, but it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Okay, but you want to be attacking this so its health goes down, so you don't take as much damage during the raid wide. Okay, yeah, so there we go.
Creation trembles before my might.
Okay, man, this part I don't like this phase just because of like, I don't know, I don't do well with the Z axis and like whatever, but it requires a lot of like camera movement and like addressing yourself so you don't get hit with these like orbs. Okay, and I just really at some point we'll get circle AoE. Sorry, no, not circle AoE. Donut AoE. I am flubbing all my words today. My sleep schedule is like all over the place because of winter break, and I don't even know what time it is. I now know what time it is because I'm looking at the clock, but like, anyway. Yeah, so you want to dodge all this stuff and then go into the circle, the middle, the donut. Okay, then watch out for the line AoEs that go across. This phase is honestly just super disorienting for me because there's a lot going on, but also in a direction that I'm not used to. So I was like focusing so hard during this part to not get hit with stuff, with the orbs and all the things. My only advice really is to make, like, if you struggle with it, to, like, I turned my camera so that it could be as 2D as possible so that I can better understand, like, where the orbs were coming from. And then remember there's the donut AoE here. And then get out of the line AoE. Okay, the tiger went back. Okay, there we go. 2 ashes with us, okay. It's a classic raid wide. Okay. Now this stage looks a bit more crackly. Heavenly Strike is a tank buster. Mitigate for that. Okay, so this mechanic, there's 4 circles with arrows pointing outwards, and so that means they're gonna extend like this. Okay. Tricky business though, because in a moment we're gonna get another set of this same exact thing but rotated. Okay, so that means there's gonna be one here like this, one here like this, like this, like this. And so it's easy to get confused once all this comes out. And so what I do is as soon as this pops up, as soon as these pop up, I stand right in the middle and I wait there. And even though the second set is gonna pop up right underneath, I just stay there, wait for 2 hits. See, it was 1, 2, and then I move over here. So then I'm able to avoid the other ones. Okay, let's look at that one more time. So these arrows pop up. I'm gonna stand right in the middle. Wait for the 1 hit. 1. That was 1. Okay. 2. And then I go in. And then I just stay in the middle of the second set. So I rotate to right here. So I wait for 2 of these. 1, 2, and then I move right there. 1, 2, and second spot, and then I wait until these kind of go away. And then I adjust into whatever next mechanic it is. Okay. This next mechanic happens to be the fettered one. So Byaku, like a state of shock, grabs somebody. Okay, grab the tank in the mouth, and then it's gonna have the stack marker. And so the first light party is gonna stack up. And we had these nifty little signs to indicate we're all in the first party. Okay, and then the second person is gonna get swooped up. And then, oh, there we go. See, the stack marker's on the other side now. So then the second party needs to go to the other side. Okay, and remember, you get a physical vulnerability up. Okay, so that's why you have to split it up. One person can't take both of them. Leg sweep is gonna be that 270 cleave that the game is so fond of, I'm realizing. Doing this in order, I'm realizing like how much they do actually repeat a lot of mechanics and like bring things back and slowly introduce you to new mechanics and stuff. So you want to be behind the boss for this one. Okay, see, there we go. It's a 270 cleave. See, every time I say it, I'm gonna have to confirm. 270 is 3/4, right? 0, 1. Okay, this is 2, 1, 16 to 17, 7. 7 plus 9 is 16, so 9, and so therefore, yeah, the right angle safe spot is 1/4 and the rest is 3/4, which means it's 270. Okay, let's continue. Alright, the boss is doing Unrelenting Anguish, and so we're gonna get those orbs going out. Storm Pulse is gonna be the raid wide. So avoid these little orbs. Okay, we get a few raid wides. Alright, these AoEs we have. We got 3 people with AoEs. This is what the way markers were that we popped down. Alright, so ideally we want 1 person per like corner for the way marketing, but while you're moving around you gotta watch out for these orbs. Okay, if you get hit, if you hit an orb, so you get a vulnerability up and take some damage. But yeah, so we're spreading out these AoEs, and I have the thing now. This thing, okay. Oh, I also was in the line of target for this fire and lightning. So the AoE that I dropped turns into this tiny little orb. You see it? Okay. It turned into this tiny little thing. And then around the same time that I was dropping that AoE, I happened to also get this little thingy, the ominous wind thingy. So I essentially need to stay away from people. Or stay away from the other person who has that. Wait, CR was also somebody who dropped an AoE. I wonder if the person who drops the AoE also gets this thing. Who's the other person? I can't see. Me and CR and whoever this person is. Is it YM? I think it's YM. Ah. Was it YM? Yeah, I think so, because I got hit with it, they got hit with it, and they got hit with something, and everyone else is full health. And this thingy just went off. So I think that's what the AoE is, but never mind, because I happened to get the ominous wind. This tank happened to get the ominous wind. They happen to also have had that AoE, but this other healer is the one that has the ominous wind this time, and so I don't think that dropping the AoE is the one that gives you the ominous wind. Okay, so it was just random that I happened to get the this thing, this ominous wind bubble, I think. In any case, the point is I gotta make sure not to touch another person with a similar bubble. But as you can see, the AoEs that we dropped before are slowly expanding, and so that's why we want to keep them further apart from each other. Okay. Also, the fire and lightning is also going off. You wanna find a safe spot between the orbs. And so if this, I think this orb was a little off center. If the orb was a little bit closer here, then we would have had a little bit more space. But it's fine, we had space here. I think if they touch each other, they explode. So... let me confirm this. Should a puddle collide with another, the raid will wipe. Oh, spooky. Okay, and that, charging like that. Yeah. Wait. Similar to phase 1, tank, healer, and damage mark. Gale force, yeah. Large AoE that would drop a slowly expanding puddle at their location after we delay. Should any of these puddles collide with another puddle, the raid will wipe. Forcing the group to position these puddles as far away from each other as possible while avoiding orbs of anguish. Okay, the orbs of anguish are those like spiral balls. Okay. After dropping Gale Force, so the AoE, tank, healer, and damage will once again be marked by ominous wind, which must be dealt with in the same manner as phase 1. Marked players should avoid approaching any other player with a debuff, as failure to do so will cause the debuff to explode. Wait a minute, so was it the other healer? So was that right? The people who happen to have the Gale Force AoE thingy is also... oh wait, what am I saying? CK is the healer. Wait, CR. CR is the tank that ends up getting the ominous wind later. I get a thingy. Wait, CK is right here. They don't have the circle AoE. It's the other one, the healer. The other healer has it. YM. Okay, you know what? No, I was still right. I was still valid. CK doesn't have this AoE. I was trying to figure out if having this AoE is what also gives you the ominous wind thingy, the red bubble later, but CK doesn't have it, and so it's the other healer that has it. And then as you can see here, like we're dropping these things. Wait, now I have this marker. Was that marker there the whole time? Do I get that marker when the AoE drops? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm about to drop this thing. Okay, I dropped the thing. They dropped the thing. The other person dropped the thing over there. And then at the same time, the ominous wind happens. So we get these bubbles. So yeah. Yeah, okay, see, I get hit, they get hit, and YM gets hit. So we're the only ones that get, so it's not necessarily that the ominous wind goes to the person with the AoE. I don't know why I'm so hung up on this, but if it's important, then take it for what it is. It didn't seem like it was that important in this regard. This is minimum eye level, like, with no echo, and so it didn't seem to do us too much trouble. But if your group is struggling with it, then you can use that information. So here again we got some people with the target markers. And then also the tiger's out. Okay, the target marker people are dropping these puddles, so you don't want to move those out of the way. And then we're attacking the cat, the tiger. Okay, flare marker is out, and so the person with the flare marker, I think it's usually always a tank, will go away from everybody, and then everyone else go into the donut safe spot. Technically you can go outside, but if you're gonna go outside there, you'll be hit with this flare marker, so it's better to go into the boss's hitbox so you don't get hit with extra damage there. Okay, and then this thing will turn around and there will be a line AoE, and so we gotta run out of the way. Again, watch out for this stuff. At this point we get another donut AoE, And so you can run back in here, but I think I end up running over here. Just to be safe. Okay, another line AoE. So get out of there. Again, you can see how having these puddles like on the outside is nicer, right? Okay, Heavenly Strike is a tank buster over here. And then I'm attacking this one. Okay, Roar of Thunder. Okay, those little orbs on the outside again. So we'll soak some of the orbs so the little guy doesn't... the little cat doesn't take more health. So we don't take more damage from this. So you do get a physical damage down for this, but it's not too bad. You know, it's better than taking more damage. Is it? I don't know. You can min-max the numbers on your own time. Storm Pulse is the raid wide, the regular one, while the ad is doing the slow cast. Ooh, the raid wide hits twice. So we're taking this down so we don't take as much damage. Oh wow, that does hit well, like pretty well. Actually, good kitty. So it is pretty important to make sure the cat doesn't have too much health. Line AoEs. As soon as your like down for the count thingy ends, you gotta get out of there. This tank's always positioning the boss facing away from everyone. It's really nice. Storm Pulse is a raid wave. I'm just super like rigid about certain things, and so whenever I see people doing what I would expect, it's nice, you know. Okay, so here are the AoEs, we're spreading those out. Ideally in where the way markers are that we had already set up. If your party puts a way marker somewhere else or they don't have way markers, like the idea is just to make sure they're spread out so they don't, when they expand, they don't touch each other. Okay, and then we have these 4 arrow things, and so we're going to stand in between a set of them, wait for 2 hits, and then I'm going to go into in the middle of the other set. And I'll wait for it before I move. Okay, highest stakes, so this is the first stack marker, so I'm part of the first group, and so I go take the soak. Watching out for this expanding thing though. Okay, and then I can get out of the way. Okay, then the second group will go there. Tricky business. It's all the way over there, so you gotta be careful to move close to it but not inside the actual thing. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I thought it would go away, but actually I think they touched each other. Oh yeah. They're too close to each other. And so they ended up touching. There, see these two blew up. Let's see. Yeah, so this orb here could have been moved over a little bit more, and then it wouldn't. See how they're a little bit close here? So if this orb was moved over a little more to the left, then they probably wouldn't have touched. So that's why the way markers are kind of nice for that. But I can understand how, you know, if you have the AoEs and you're like, I think most people are already all over here, it's kind of hard to like maneuver around. Oh, okay, so maybe they were like standing here waiting because they're like, oh no, I'm gonna get hit with this stuff. And so, yeah. It's okay. We got 2 physical vulnerability ups from that, but, well, did anybody die? Did somebody die? Okay, so we got hit with 2 vacuum blades. And so we ended up getting 2 vulnerability ups. Oh, okay. So, well, So we got a lot of vulnerability ups, and then some of us have the physical vuln up, and then the people with the stack end up. Okay, one person died from that, and everyone else because they had the shield, and it's okay. So it can get a bit spicy. That's why you want to keep those orbs far away from each other. Okay, leg sweep is the 270 cleave. So we're standing in the back for that. So it gets kind of spicy at the end, for sure. That's the healer LB. Okay. Heavenly Strike is a tank buster. Storm Pulse is a raid wide. Oh. Okay, wait. I was like, what's going on here? Okay, so the healer brought everyone back. The main tank is getting hit with the tank buster and they died. And I happened to be second in aggro because the other tank just came back, and also they didn't have their tank stance on. And so I became the main tank for a moment, okay? And then here's a raid wide. And that's why I'm taking a lot of hits right now. And all this noise are the healers trying to keep me healed up. Okay, so raid wide hits a few times. The healers are really trying to keep me alive here. Okay, inside the donut AoE, we were asking the other person to provoke away from me. Okay, Heavenly Strike is a tank buster, so I'm probably gonna die here. I typed get help because I play on controller. It's difficult for me to type real quick, and so I kind of just like have to quickly type with one hand, like reach for my keyboard. Okay, so I died. Clearly it's a tank buster. I also had 2 vuln stacks, so yeah. But in any case, that's the fight. Okay, that is not so bad, right? We were able to do that in one pool, and yeah, I think this one's, I don't know if I'd say the easiest one out of all the Stormblood ones. Like the pool of tribute wasn't so bad either. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, like coming out of doing the Shinryu fight and then doing this, I was kind of like, oh, this isn't so bad. But the Shinryu fight, for some reason, it's just like so chaotic. Anyway, yeah, so it was fine. This fight is part of the Four Lords series, I think that's what it's called. The Four Lords. I'm not very good at the lore stuff. Okay, let me look at this stuff. Yeah, you know, there's like the tortoise. I think it's called the Four Lords. But yeah, so we have a few of the other, I have the other ones. Like Hell's Cure, and then the snake one. And I forgot where I was going with this. But yeah, this fight in particular is part of a series of these trial fights, and this one wasn't so bad compared to the others. The others are also not too bad either, but they do have some tricky situations. Oh, okay, now I'm remembering all this stuff. Okay, well, we'll find out when I make the videos. Bye.